What's up, everybody? My name is Adrian, and welcome to The Moment. This is a new podcast amongst many podcasts that is designed to talk to you about real issues at the intersection of faith, politics, and really culture, things that matter. We are in an environment where there's so much information being brought back and forth to us, and really understanding how to filter all that stuff is something that I hope to conquer with you guys. It's a dialogue. I'm going to present information, but I don't pretend to know everything about everything. But I do care about you because I care about God. And so we're going to just meet in my living room and have some conversations, have some real talk. And I hope that it brings about not just information, not just motivation, not just inspiration, but transformation of your life. So today we're going to talk about the root of bitterness, because we all go through stuff and we face challenges, and quite often we're just moving through life and don't really know how to process it all. And so over time, those things start to, with like hooks, hold on to us. Hold on to different areas of our heart, of our mind. It impacts our spirit, our mental health. And I believe that unforgiveness is leading to the root of bitterness in our life. So today we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about what it is and what it does. And hopefully we can figure out how we get rid of it. Let's talk. Bitterness, it's more than an emotion. It's a root, and it goes deep. Hebrews 12:15 says, "See to it that no one falls short of the grace of God, that no root of bitterness springs up, and by it many become undefiled." Notice the language. Root, springs up, it spreads. Why does it matter to you? Because bitterness is unresolved hurt. It's unresolved pain. And because of it, many of us are dealing with things that are the fruit of unresolved issues. It never got named. The injustice never got surrendered. The disappointment never got rectified. And so it's anger that learned how to live in you. Well, how does this bitterness form? Somebody hurts you, and instead of you grieving it, you store it. You tell yourself, I'm fine, I'm over it, right? It doesn't matter. But it does matter because it stayed. It stayed and it got comfortable and it started to grow legs. And now it is infecting how you feel. Roots grow in darkness where no one sees it, but it's absolutely eating on your pain and your past. You don't see the bitterness at first, but you hear it. And your sarcasm, and your tone, and your control, and your emotional distance. And so it turns into fruit because it starts to grow above ground. Ephesians 4:31 says, "Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and slander be put away from you." Bitterness is rarely alone. It's going to bring friends and collateral damage. So what does bitterness do to us? It changes how you hear people. Correction starts to feel like attack to you. Grace feels unfair. People getting let off for stuff. And you start assuming why people did what they did instead of listening to what may have really happened. The reality is bitterness has a memory. And it has a harsh memory because it replays moments and conversations in our heart and our mind over and over and over again. So even when you're trying to heal, you can't heal. And what it really does is it puts up a shell and a barrier to protect itself. And so when you're bitter, it's really hard to trust somebody. It's really hard to make new relationships. So you manage, you guard, you keep people at a distance because you were hurt. And so this matters, and it should matter, because bitterness won't stay private. It leaks into your other relationships, your parenting, your leadership, how you manage people in your marriage, in your church. In all of your relationships, bitterness starts to impact. It's why the writer says many are defiled. One root, but many are affected by it. So we need to take a heart check. We need to ask ourselves, what have we not let go of? What is it that's impacting us right now? Who comes to mind when you're hearing this? What do you keep replaying? Who's the actors in this play? Bitterness requires you to be honest about your pain. See, God, He's so good. He's not afraid of your pain. He invites your honesty. In Psalm 62:8, He says, pour it all out before Him so that your pain, you can surrender it to Him. Here's what I'll tell you. I want to share with you more about how you deal with your bitterness, how you can actually uproot bitterness in your life. It's going to take forgiveness, but I'm out of time. And so next week, we're going to talk about forgiveness and how forgiveness can uproot the bitterness in your life. Because if you don't deal with the root of bitterness, you're going to live with the fruit of it. God bless you.